all in today's physics class. As we have completed our chapter in notes wise, so today we will do numericals of this chapter, that is chapter 10, gravitation. And in this chapter some part is deleted for this session, and that is topic 10.5, thrust and pressure. And all the topics I have this, all are cancelled out. That means you have to study about gravitation only in this chapter. So today we will do the numericals for this chapter. I am going to solve all the exercise question answers in this video. So listen the video carefully. Now the first question is, how does the force of gravitation between two objects change when the distance between them is reduced to half? Means, if we will change the separation between two bodies. Now, in today's class, I am going to solve exercise question answers of chapter 10. And the first question is, suppose these are the two bodies M1 and M2 separated by a distance R. If we will decrease this distance as R by 2, that means we take both these bodies closer to each other, then what will be the new force? What's the formula for calculation of gravitational force? It is F is equals to G, mass of first body, mass of second body divided by R square. And in the new changes, what we will do, masses are same as the body is same. We have changed only the value of distance. So we will replace R by 2. It comes out to be G M1 M2 divided by R square by 4. I can write this 4 on upper side, so it will becomes G M1 M2 by R square. As you can see, this is the previous force value. So we can say that after doing the changes, the new force becomes 4 times of the previous one. If we decrease the separation between two bodies by half, then the force becomes 4 times. Now the second question is, the gravitational force acts on all objects in proportion to their masses. Why then a heavy object does not fall faster than a light object? Means ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स जब लगता है तो वो बॉडीज के मासेस पे डिपेंड करता है, ये बात सही है। बट जब अर्थ किसी भी बॉडी को अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करती है, सपोज दिस इज अवर अर्थ सरफेस and we throw two bodies from the same height, one of mass capital M and another of small m, then they will reach on earth surface at the same time. Why? Because their gravity, acceleration due to gravity value is same. How we can prove that? We have derived an expression for acceleration due to gravity, that G is capital G, capital M divided by R square. That means this value of acceleration due to gravity is independent of mass of body. जब G की वैल्यू बॉडी के मास पे डिपेंड ही नहीं करती, वो सभी के लिए सेम होगी, चाहे कोई हैवी बॉडी हो या कोई लाइटर बॉडी हो, तो दोनों ही बॉडीज सेम टाइम पे नीचे आएंगी, बिकॉज दे हैव सेम वैल्यू ऑफ एक्सीलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी. सो हाउ वी कैन राइट द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन? द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्सीलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी इज सेम for both the bodies, hence both will come at the same time. Hence, both heavier and the lighter body, both will comes down at the same time, because both have same value of acceleration due to gravity. Now, the third question is, what is the magnitude of the gravitational force between Earth and a 1 kg object on its surface? That means how we can calculate the gravitational force between two bodies, out of which one is Earth with mass m and another body is placed at its surface. So it becomes radius of Earth and another body of mass 1 kg is placed at its surface. How we can calculate the gravitational force now? The formula is gravitational constant, mass of first body, which is Earth now, mass of second body given as 1 kg, and the distance between them, as the body is at the surface of Earth, so the distance is r square. Now we will put all the values. G will be 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11. Mass of Earth is 6 into 10 raised to the power 24 kg. Mass of body will be 1 kg. And the radius of Earth is given to us, that is 6.4 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter. So we will do square for this also. Now you can solve this calculation by yourself to get the answer. I am solving only the exponent part for you. That is, it is 6.67 multiplied by 6. 6 multiplied by 1, it comes out 1. So at the upper part, the fraction is in exponential term, it is 10 raised to the power minus 11. It is 10 raised to the power 24. एक्सपोनेंशियल में जब भी आपके पास मल्टीप्लिकेशन होती है, आप पावर्स को ऐड करते हैं. नाउ इन द डिनोमिनेटर इट इज 6.4 square, so we will write it as 2 times, and also the power 10 raised to the power 6, one more time 10 raised to the power 6. In multiplication we will add their powers, so it becomes 12. How we can solve? 6.67 multiplied by 6 divided by 6.4 into 6.4, and the exponential part is 24 minus 11, it is 13, and 6 plus 6, it is 12. When we take it on upper side, it becomes minus 12. So we are left with 6.67 into 6 into 10. 13 minus 12, it is 1 only, and here it is 6.4 multiplied by 6.4. So students, this is the work for you. You have to solve this simple multiplication now, and you will get your answer for third question. Now question number 4. The Earth and the Moon are attracted to each other by gravitational force. Does the Earth attract the Moon with a force that is greater, smaller, or equal to the force by which Moon attracts the Earth, and why? How we can answer this question? This is question number 4. Suppose this is our Earth with mass ME, I am writing E for Earth, and this is Moon. I am writing its mass as mass of Moon, and the separation between these two is R. So how we can calculate the force between these two? F will be comes out G, mass of first body, that is earth, mass of second body, that is moon, and distance between them is r square. So this is the force, and we have studied that gravitational force is equal and opposite. If this body attracts moon, so moon will also attract earth by the same force, because gravitational force exists because of mass. अर्थ के पास भी मास है, मून के पास भी मास है, तो अर्थ भी मून को अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करेगी बाय द फोर्स दिस मच, एंड मून विल आल्सो अट्रैक्ट अर्थ बाय द सेम फोर्स टुवर्ड्स इट्स सेल्फ. So the answer is moon will also attract earth towards it by the same force. And why? Because both have same masses, as moon also have mass, and as we know gravitational force exists just because of mass. अगर किसी भी बॉडी के पास मास है तो वो ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स जरूर लगाएगी, तो अर्थ भी अपने मास की वजह से ग्रेविटेशनल पुल लगाती है, और मून भी अपने मास की वजह से ग्रेविटेशनल पुल लगाता है. एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ फॉर्मूला वाइज द वैल्यू कम्स आउट सेम, because if we multiply mass of earth by mass of moon, that is 2 multiply 3 or 3 multiply 2, both are same thing. So the mass is either write first time mass of earth and mass of moon, or we will write it as mass of moon and mass of earth. The force comes out to be same. Now the next question also related with this previous one, that if the moon attracts the earth, why does the earth not move towards the moon? हमने देखा कि मून भी अर्थ पे फोर्स लगाता है, बट मून अर्थ के अराउंड रिवॉल्व करता है, बट अर्थ नहीं करती है. व्हाई? द सिंपल आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज अर्थ इज हैवियर देन मून. अर्थ का मास मून के मास से ज्यादा होता है, तो ये जो फोर्स लगा है, ये फोर्स इनसफिशिएंट होता है अर्थ को मूव करवाने के लिए. दैट्स व्हाई अर्थ डजंट मूव टुवर्ड्स मून. सो हाउ वी कैन राइट आंसर फॉर द फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन, दैट एज द मास ऑफ अर्थ इज greater than mass of moon, hence it will not attracted, or it will not move towards moon by gravitational force of moon, that is Fg we have calculated here. This force is insufficient to move this earth, but it is sufficient to move the moon. Why? As we have studied in the previous chapter, that inertia of a body decides how much force will be required to move it. And inertia, we can measure inertia in terms of mass. अगर किसी भी बॉडी का मास ज्यादा है तो उसका इनर्शिया ज्यादा है, उसे मूव करवाने के लिए हमें उतनी ही ज्यादा फोर्स की जरूरत पड़ती है. तो सिमिलरली वी हैव द फिक्स वैल्यू ऑफ फोर्स. बाय दिस फोर्स वी कैन मूव द स्मॉलर मास बट नॉट द heavier mass. That's why Earth doesn't move towards moon because of its higher mass.